Hey guys, it's H4, aka Beardnor himself, your chin strap commander, your mutton chop mercenary, and your facial hair of destiny. And all that stuff. And my beard is mess and I don't care. And look at this cheeky lean kill I'm gonna get right at the start here. Guy's not facing me and he's in the corner. That's what I'm gonna do. I actually started this free-for-all as an attempt to do lean kills and finish off the MTAR-X, so I'm gonna do some transitions when things get slow. But yeah, so I actually got off to a pretty good start, and so I figured I'd finish this game strong and try and, you know, get as many lean kills while I was at it, but also win, and somebody was keeping pace, so then I kind of broke away from that and started running gunning a little bit. But yeah, so what I want to talk to you guys about today is, obviously you've probably seen the last couple posts from Charlie Intel. It's charlieintel.com, and they are usually the latest and greatest news from Call of Duty and Activision, anything to do with that, and they are starting to cover Titanfall as well. But you know, we've all heard that the Call of Duty franchise is now going to be running on a 3-year cycle. Now, the 3-year cycle being that there'll be 3 companies, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, and Treyarch, which will all be doing 3-year development cycles of Call of Duty games. And this year, you know, there was some confusion as to whether there was a Reddit post saying that maybe Treyarch was going to make some sort of World War II or pre-World War II kind of shooter, which was just rumor and wasn't confirmed. But now it's been confirmed that Sledgehammer Games is making the 2014 Call of Duty, and it's been in development for some time now. And so that's interesting because, you know, a lot of people really hated Modern Warfare 3, you know, and if I personally, I didn't mind it too much. If you take the death streaks out of that game and kind of balance a couple things out, that game could have been a lot better. But it was an enjoyable experience for me because a lot of the guys that I play with really like that game. Like Slider really liked that game, and you know, we had a lot of fun, you know, playing and smashing people on that game for, you know, the course of its, you know, lifespan. But that being said, you know, what are the pros and cons of this 3-year, you know, tenure that everyone gets to have developing this game? Now, ideally, you're thinking, you know, next-gen consoles, that gives them more time to develop the game and make it the best it can be. And so that's a pro. That's a very good thing. But I want to read to you guys a quote that I have here, and it's you know, it's a quote from Sledgehammer Games, and they're like, 5 years ago, we started on the most exciting journey of our careers. Sledgehammer Games was built around a singular goal: to create world-class interactive entertainment that entertains millions of fans around the world. And we have a passion for creating games, and the team is dedicated to achieving excellence in everything we do. So that's a general statement that they were releasing, but they said, having the honor of developing the new next generation of Call of Duty is a developer's dream come true, which, of course, that's a AAA title. It's the top of the food chain. And it's like, all of us here at Sledgehammer Games have shared vision to create the best work of our lives. Next Call of Duty represents a new era, an amazing franchise. We look forward to sharing the work with you. Today is just the beginning. There's much more to come. So they're excited. That's good. Now, here's where things get a little bit... you've heard my opinions before about this stuff, but I'll kind of get into it again. The Activision CEO said he has full confidence in Sledgehammer Games, and then this was his quote: "This will give our designers more time to envision and innovate each title." So good, right? Simultaneously, it will give our content creators more focus on DLC and micro DLC, which, as you know, has become a large and high margin opportunity, high margin opportunities and significant engagement drivers. And then obviously more polish and all that stuff, right? That, but micro DLC. This is gonna be a thing again, and I didn't think it, I was surprised that it didn't come up as often in Ghosts as it did in Black Ops 2, with all the camos being like $1 here and then extra classes being money. Like, that's just ridiculous in my opinion. I think they're just gouging people for as much money as they can scrape out of you. You know, it's not like Call of Duty doesn't make enough money, as is selling one of the highest selling franchise games in history. You know, like, it's kind of silly for them to have to scrape little bits and pieces. You know, it's usually a free-to-play game that does that wants to scrape at you for little things and little additions, not a paid game with paid DLC that wants, so you're paying for that game twice already. You know, it's not usually like them to require, look at me faceplant here, require to have all these extra microtransactions. So be prepared, guys. The next wave of Call of Duties is going to have a bunch of little things that are going to tempt you to spend a couple bucks here and there, and I'm personally typically the one to avoid all that shit unless it's something that truly appeals to me, which is very unlikely, but I'm definitely not a collector of that kind of crap, because it just, you know, siphons money out of your wallet, and it's money for very little in return. You know, like that wolf skin camo. Now, someone like Untouchable Wolf, you can check out his channel on YouTube. I could see him buying that because that's very personal to him. He's Untouchable Wolf, that he should have a fucking wolf dog. But for me, that shit's useless. That shit's completely useless, and it doesn't make any difference. And so I hope you guys, let me know what you think below. Do you think that microtransactions should be a thing? Micro DLC, you think that should come back and be a thing? Do you think they're going to start selling guns as separate from the DLC instead of including them? Let me know what you guys think in the description, or not in the description, in the comments, not the description. But I went 30-8 here. You saw a little bit of a nail-biter victory at the end. The guy was keeping pace with me. I would have been pretty pissed that the guy with the not quite 2 KD beat me with 29 and 17. So thankfully I beat him, and I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you want to check out my last couple videos, it's the fastest Blitz 16-0 Blitz game. I'm not sure if it's the fastest ever, but it's definitely the fastest ever on Flooded, and that was the Beardnor clan doing that. And check out the best Blitz classes on the featured video there, and I'll help you do some offense, get some caps, and I hope you guys enjoy. Stay beardly, my friends. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.